Special event alert.
I had to pay the HOA a fine for my dog being off the leash, which is excuse number 133 for being late for changeover, your weekly space news and variety show. I'm your host, Marty Smith, and I'm here with Mr. History, Eric Perrott.
Yeah, and your neighbor's my good friend, so I really hate the fact that you're just browbeating the colonel.
My rank even.
I hope he watches now.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
And our man in the closet, Jake Wall.
Man, early onset Karenism is alive and well.
Now he's got my dog shitting on his lawn and slander.
Oh, you slandered it too.
We're here to bring you the headlines and updates pertinent to all of our armed forces families. So take your seats, get informed, and have a laugh because
from the rock Space Coast, Late for Changeover is here with the guys to shake the skies.
You're going to get a notification from your HOA for that.
That's a good one, man.
I told you I changed.
That's a good one. With the guys.
First and foremost, happy belated birthday to our Mr. History.
Ooh, I forgot to send out the notice. I forgo that fucking
Happy
birthday.
buddy.
If you bought the Mr. History calendar in our merch, you would know.
Yeah.
That's one of the rare
May
holidays that are marked.
May is the fold out month.
Yes.
Yeah, fold
Yes.
out.
Yes. The unshone month.
You know, if you put that old bodybuilding picture in there for me, we might move some merch here, Eric. We might move some merch, man.
Nobody wants to see that. Let me
Hey,
tell
if
ya.
we make those calendars, everyone is getting them in their stocking this year. Everyone.
It's gonna be like Zoolander. Every picture is the same every month.
Oh my goodness.
Perfect.
I'm still blown away by how darkly tanned you were during those competitions.
That's because it was sprayed, man.
Well,
Yeah,
I
man.
understand that. I understand that, but it's still like
It's like a wood varnish.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
Nice varnish.
You're like
What
a
sponge
dude
number
playing a
did you
dude.
use?
standing in a tent naked and the fan blowing on you.
Exactly.
Come on.
Oh my
Dude playing another dude.
That was crazy.
That sounds like a good time to me.
What you should do that. You should do it for the show. That'd be
Should.
great. Do it
Yeah.
for the show.
Teresa would love it.
Nope.
You just show up one day just
Let me
slathered head to
see.
toe.
I wanted
The
to
man panties have been put aside.
No.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can, you can get late for changeover ones made.
Even worse.
And then it says late for changeover on the button. It says Mr. History on the front.
No. That's
Mr. History.
What?
We got so many merch ideas.
What a
Oh.
terrible picture that is, man.
This is
Next
absolutely
February, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to
All
have
right.
white man panties with Mr. History black freaking.
Yikes. No. Just going
I
to
think
show
it'd be good.
goatee hanging off the front.
Oh,
I think it'd be good if just like the edges were stained. You know.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, these were worn in actual competition. They'll
Oh,
never
my
be
God.
white again, but
No.
they were worn in actual competition.
Oh, my
Perfect.
God.
So remember last week we were talking about Polymarket,
Oh, yeah.
right? So I thought, can you see that?
Nope.
No.
Not yet.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Hold on.
Perfect.
I thought maybe we should see what the available bets are, right?
Oh, those
Oh.
bets out there were crazy.
Look at that. All right. So that's Polymarket. Let's see. Starmer out by let's see what military is. All right.
Oh, this should be good.
Which of these bets, right, would you take? So all right, let's see if I can't
Against
zoom this
Cuba?
up.
Oh my goodness.
All right, is that better?
There we go. Yeah.
All right.
U.S. military action against Cuba by December 31st. Oh, that zoom in was bad because I can't scroll now. All right, so let's look at this. All right, so by December 31st, you could buy yes for 38 cents or buy no for 64 cents. Look at the volume on that. 1,825,000.
Isn't that crazy? I was shocked.
What are you going to win with that bet like that? A penny or
Your
something?
stock goes up, and then I guess you just sell it eventually.
What the? I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
Would you take that bet? U.S. military action against Cuba by December 31st?
Yeah,
I would say no.
I wouldn't take that bet.
It says it's plus 19 though.
Yeah, that was
NATO and Russian military.
I don't think that'll happen.
Look, just today there was $729,000 of action on it.
God,
729,000.
That's
just
crazy.
today. I know.
That's crazy.
$4 million of volume on it. U.S. Cuba military clash in 2026. 41%. I don't know how that's any different, right?
U.S. draft authorized in 2026.
No, they're just putting shit up. People are betting on anything. There's no way. And we'll tell you why, because we're going to disqualify about half the country. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're all on fucking ADHD medication. They'll be like, nope, not for you.
Whoa, look at that one. Will Iran regime survive U.S. military strikes? And it's like, hell yeah.
95%. Yes.
Wow.
No is only 5.4 cents.
Now, why would they think they're going to survive?
Probably because they think we're done. We're not going to strike.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything left to hit.
We don't have the
We
goal.
have the most unpredictable freaking guy at president that we've ever had.
I mean, when somebody read that bet, is like, are we going to take down Maduro? They were like, are you kidding? We're not going to do that. It's like, yes, we are.
Yeah.
$409,000 he won. So anyway, I still think we should place some bets. I still think we should do that.
I don't think we even know exactly.
But the bets are
how
so
it
far
works.
out. They're like 6-8 months out, you know? Yeah, I know. I don't know how to do it. Because isn't Calci or whatever? Isn't that another one that you can just bet on anything? Maybe that's something more realistic.
Is that the one, Jake? You said something about the other site. Wasn't there another one?
No, I only know Polymarket.
Yeah, Polymarket. But I see ads for that Calci.
There's another one.
Bet on lifestyle stuff or something like that. I don't know.
Really?
All right, we're gonna figure out something.
Will Kim have a butt reduction or ever actually go full insane?
We could do our own Polymarket.
You should start a Polymarket. Will the Colonel flip out at me by Wednesday next week, unprovoked?
Will Marty be kicked out of Margaritaville?
Oh.
You know.
Will Marty be fined before he's kicked out?
Will Eric ever do another?
That's a 95%.
Will Jake's olive jar prank succeed?
Oh, it's succeeding already. It's a slow burn.
Well, on that note, let's go to our first and most relevant space story. So this is from Air and Space Forces magazine. And you know I've got to search long and hard for some of these because most of them are just like launch or stars or, I know they're putting up another telescope, another space telescope. Don't we got a dozen of them up there? Something like that?
I'm thinking
They're making another one.
Which way is it pointing?
I don't know.
Hubble.
Well, this one talks about how the Space Force is going to overhaul its key early warning and surveillance radars around the world.
Okay.
So, Space Force plans to overhaul 8 legacy missile warning and space surveillance radars located around the world, taking them from analog to digital operations.
Are you serious? They're still analog to this day?
Yeah.
Really?
When's the last time you were ever in the mountain, Eric?
Oh, that was during 9/11 when because I was
Most op
doing the
centers-
Operation Ready inspection there.
Most operations centers still look like that because it's so costly to try to upgrade any of that stuff that they laid the groundwork for 4
I
years.
wouldn't have thought it was still analog though. That's like saying that they got an AOL account to friggin' talk to somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, man.
We changed the whole satellite catalog numbering system from like normal 1, 2, 3, 4 to alphanumeric because one of our key components can't read more than 6 digits.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus.
So we
Yeah.
changed the entire satellite catalog to fit something into 6 digits rather than update that one thing.
Because to update any of that stuff, you basically got to take ops down for, a number of months.
And it's a shit show with the contracting of it.
Oh, yeah.
It takes years. And every 3 or 4 years, there's some colonel that's like, I want this now. You're like, whoa, guys, we were going left. Nope, we're going right.
I
Eric,
understand, but we're talking about analog, man.
well,
We're talking
true.
1960, 70
But
technology.
As
or even
Jake
before
and
that.
Jake and I were sitting there as crew members in 2002 and 2003, we would listen for the dot matrix printer to go off because that was when Nextdoor was releasing something. And as soon as that,
dude, that dot matrix machine went down when I was at the schoolhouse.
Oh,
and because we had one linked to our system, so it was realistic.
Yeah.
To fix that machine, I personally ordered old school floppy disks.
Really?
And had to retype all the templates because it ran on floppy disks.
Wow. Your D drive.
The ST, like that, like those old school ones.
Yeah, the ST. Yeah, that's all old stuff.
It was crazy.
That's a whole thing. I mean, they have all these plans that they want to put it on a common ground system. They want to upgrade oh God, what was that network we used when you're doing when you're doing launch? They have radars all over the world. They keep trying to upgrade that AFSCN or AFSN or whatever that is, whatever that network is.
Yeah,
and that's all old school stuff. So they can't do it just automatically. They've got to redo hardware and then redo software. So, but under the ground-based radar,
show, Eric.
Yeah. That's why they stayed the way they have since the 70s, right? Because they're working. Okay, they're giving us the data we want. Through dial-up modems now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You got to redial it at every shift change.
Under the ground-based radar digitization project, or GBRD, the service will install new hardware and software on the radars, upgrading everything from front-end antennas to back-end data processors. The systems, some of which have been in operation since the 1970s, include 5 upgraded early warning radars located at formerly Thule, but now it's Patuxent, right? Patuxent. Space Base in Greenland, Royal Air Force Flyingdales or Fylingdales in the United Kingdom, Clear Space Force Station, Alaska, Beale Air Force Base, California, and Cape Cod Space Force Station, Massachusetts. The Perimeter Acquisition Radar Attack Characterization, or PARCS radar, at Cavalier Space Force Station, North Dakota. The Cobra Dane radar at Erickson or Eielson? Where is that? Erickson? Air Station, Alaska. And the C6 radar at Eglin Air Force Base, Florida. All right. That's a pay pause, I think. The Space Force relies on a mix of satellites and ground-based systems to monitor objects and activity in space and to detect and warn of potential missile threats. Space Force is fielding new and upgraded radars to build out its ground-based architecture, like the Deep Space Advanced Radar capability in Australia. So that's a new one, which is a joint effort between the U.S., UK, and Australia to track objects up to 22,000 miles above Earth in GEO. I thought we had stuff like that. I didn't know we added that. We added a new one. So
that Cobra Dane is all the way out in Shimia. It's all the chains.
Right.
It's way out there. They still have contractors and all those guys out there.
Oh yeah, they're loving it
day in, day out.
They're loving it.
I'll pass.
It's a remote one. I think you have to do like 6 or 7 months there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Cold. My head would get cold.
Well, Space Force is also integrating commercial radars into this network, but it still sees a continuing role for these legacy systems, mostly because of what Jake said, location, and that one that's in the Aleutians, right? That's at Shimya. But then there's also sites that also provide unique contributions to the space surveillance network, which tracks spacecraft and debris, which is the C6 radar at Eglin, which was the Space Force's first dedicated space surveillance radar. And due to its large transmit and receive apertures, which serve as the radar's mouth and ears, is still one of the most powerful radars in operation today, tracking thousands of objects daily. So I went up and saw that radar in particular today. And so there's Eglin, and then they have this C6 site, which is about 45 minutes from my house. And there's nothing out there but the radar. I mean, they gave me directions. And I'm like, GPS took me to, there's a blank field here. And they're like, nope, keep coming. You'll see it. And it's just woods. And all of a sudden there's a 7-story building. And I was like, holy shit, look at that radar. So that's the 20th Space Surveillance Squadron is up there.
You know, it blows me away is we can create robots, AI robots that run 26-mile marathons, but we can't update a radar with some. I mean, don't you think AI will definitely? Don't you think AI will play a big role in radar updates eventually too?
No, but there's still data lines.
Really?
You know, they got to put new data lines in. They got to.
It's got to be an easier fix than just freaking.
It's like if you still had, a TiVo
hardline phone
and a tube-driven TV, right? Right. So to replace your entertainment system, we got to reroute lines all through your house. You're going to be out of the house for a week, all right? While we do this, and you'd be like, just leave the old one in there. It's working fine.
All right. So my next question: don't you think there are more important systems than a radar, and they have been updated?
Maybe.
Maybe
not. But what's the backup? What's the backup to that old system?
You do remember a bunch of our radars just got shot in theater, right?
I did hear that.
Yeah. See.
So maybe this is also a way to replace them
with some
updates.
Not
be as obvious about
redundancy, Eric. Redundancy.
Yeah.
Right. We still got an analog A10 wreaking havoc up there, baby. Right. You willing to get rid of that A10 for a more digital version?
Well, here's the thing with that. You don't fix what ain't broke.
Well, there you go.
But don't tell me the analog ain't broke. That shit's broke.
Well, I'm telling you, they're getting the data.
They're still getting data.
They're getting what they need. It doesn't take away from the radar, right? The radar's still booming out there, still picking up stuff.
Eric, I like it. Wasting money.
If he went along with us, if he went along with us, this podcast would be just the most boring thing.
Wasting money on space. How dare you?
The Space Force's fiscal 2027 budget request includes $128 million for the program, and projects its budget will include $654 million between fiscal 28 and 31, when it'll be done in 31. Yeah, fairly relatively cheap. That's not even an F-35, is it?
Exactly. You're good.
So,
and think about the amount of information that gives you over an F-35.
Yeah, right. It's always on.
The amount of situational awareness you're getting from that. That's a lot of bang for your buck.
It's a lot.
I don't think you're getting very good deal. Because you would think our adversaries are freaking providing all kinds of data to that. Going, it's analog. Send up a rubber band. It'll pick it up.
Theirs is analog too. That's the thing.
Well, they're like, we don't even have this.
Or China's, as they've been developing their SOCI network, they've been upgrading it probably.
Yeah. Well, they started
late
50 years of technology further ahead than we did. So, right?
Yeah.
But that's why they never updid the mountain, right? Because it was too costly. It's kind of antiquated, and that's why they moved everything out of the mountain.
Well, it's funny
But-
about the mountain because when I finally went in and seen the op floor,
Yeah.
you know, it was old desk with freaking typewriters and
The
some
stained
Yeah.
carpet.
versus because you always had that thing in your head that said it's going to look like that stupid movie.
Looks like war games.
yeah, war games.
Everything
with
looks like
big
that.
screens and
Right.
computers. Yeah,
Right.
there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Talking computer, that
Yeah,
kind of
Do
nothing.
they still have ashtrays built into the table?
Yeah.
Oh.
The little bags on the end.
You remember those? With you got to push the thing to dump it.
Yep.
Push the button to dump the ashtray.
Hell
Stop playing with
I
it.
remember that.
Yeah, that's a good RIP butt cans.
Yeah.
RIP butt cans.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or squadron cigarette breaks. How many people could you get out at that freaking smoke pit at one time?
Every one of them. Every one of them.
Dude.
Except the ones that were pissed. So,
Even guys that didn't want it smoked, they'd put it in their hand, tug it out with them.
right.
Yeah. I'd fresh air break with everybody. I'm going to go secondhand smoke.
I mean, if you had to go do a police call, cigarette butts was mostly what you were picking up.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're picking up now. Because nobody's
Zyn-
throwing away vapes, right?
Zyn
The rock
packets.
over.
Zyn packets. It could be Zins. Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
right. Oh, that's gross.
Somebody
Yeah,
foreskinned
gross.
this one, damn it.
Hey,
Yeah.
was this Zyn packet in his mouth? And he'd be like, yeah, Dick, just like that cigarette butt was in somebody else's mouth. And you're like,
Ah,
oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I
That's
was
a
picking
good
those
point.
up with my hands, too.
yeah. The good old
All right.
days.
I think the military is finally done with new people and medical waivers because Hegseth
They're
put
done.
something out that said, hey, if you got these conditions, and now they've put out a whole new thing out to recruiting command that says if you have one of these 28 conditions, don't even bother. So from taskandpurpose.com, military will now pre-screen recruits for 28 medical conditions. Now, I did look this up, and they are mind-numbing, some of them. So, because this article just skims over some of the highlights, but you can find it, and it's talking about portions of your skull. If that's missing, don't sign up. And I was like, whoa.
Did we
This
just
hole right
put in
here?
writing what was already in effect?
Well, yeah,
all we've
essentially. Yeah, essentially. So what they're trying to
Like
do
if you don't have a liver, you cannot come in the military.
That's exactly right. But I think when they were low on people, they were like, well, let's send you through the MEP stock and maybe
like
we
a
can
liver waiver.
Yeah, we can get you by without with a liver waiver.
He's not really that schizophrenic. Just mildly.
There's only 3 people in there.
We can
He
give him
only-
2 of our drugs. He'll be fine.
Exactly.
So I think they said to hell with that. We're just going to put this out and save power or save manpower on the front end. Military processing stations are slimming down the number of applicants they review with a pre-screening process that flags any of 28 medical conditions that are generally considered disqualifying for service. Now look, remember MEPS? Now it's MEPCOM.
Oh.
U.S. Military Entrance Processing Command.
Oh, that's
So,
a big deal.
Some colonel wanted a bullet there. He's like, well, we'll make this a command.
We need to make this commitment.
They announced Monday that they are implementing a new policy that cuts applicants earlier in the recruiting process. If an applicant has at least one of 28 identified medical conditions, they will not be invited for a physical exam with a doctor, which is required before joining the service. So a lot of this is common sense, you would think, right? List of 28 medical issues include health
Yeah, your
conditions
skull.
that are either relatively common across certain segments of the U.S. population or are on the rise in some instances. It includes sickle cell disease, which disproportionately affects African Americans, peanut allergies, one of the most common food allergies across the U.S., and type 1 or 2 diabetes, which is on the rise among young Americans.
Yeah, it's because they all weigh 300 pounds.
Well, yeah, there is that, right? Other conditions that were deemed unlikely to be waived by the military branches include those with cancer that is active or in remission for less than 1 year. Sounds safe bet there. Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis,
Oh,
eczema or psoriasis, which have required medication within a year, a knee ligament rupture in the last year, stress fractures in the previous 6 months, cochlear implants, or a pacemaker. The list also includes mental health conditions that required antipsychotic or mood stabilizers like lithium in the previous year, a history of 2 or more suicide attempts, or a diagnosis of bipolar disorder 1 or 2.
This
So it's
wasn't
not about
DQ and
calling
Q
for help
before?
anymore.
Those are all DQs. right?
Like, but this wasn't like disqualifying people before.
That's why
They're
did
like,
they
yeah,
need
I'm
to put this
bipolar.
down?
You're like-
I think they probably had recruiters who would send them to MEPS anyway and to say, let's see if we
man.
can waiver this, right?
So
Or
the
just get a
recruiter
bot.
gets credit for sending a body,
Sneak
and
it by.
it's Mets's
Yes.
fault for DQing him.
yeah.
I don't know what the problem is. I sent a body.
It seemed like it wasn't written down that he couldn't go in with active cancer. So
He's
Well,
I sent him
and-
home.
mildly schizo.
I had no idea that he didn't have an arm. He had a sleeve hanging down. I didn't.
Yeah,
Just didn't
so
have the
I
arm.
didn't see it written anywhere. Well, now it's written. So maybe
That's
that's
so
probably tempering some of the recruiters who are just like, you, wheels, come on over here in your wheelchair.
Yeah,
We'll get you on a bus. You'll be good.
you'll totally qualify for cyber. You're good.
Wheels.
So that's got to be behind the scenes. They had to write it down for some reason. That was probably the reason. So
Yeah.
Kate Kuzminski from the Center for New American Security said the policy doesn't actually narrow the candidate pool since anyone with the list of conditions will be disqualified from military service in the end anyway. So she added, it's fair to the candidates themselves, sparing them the false hope that they could get it waived.
Yeah.
MEPCON officials said it would reduce unnecessary medical evaluations and allow recruiters to focus on applicants who are more likely to qualify for military service. That is a
Stop
brilliant
sending me
way.
this group of people.
But this begs the question. I'm a recruiter. Marty comes in and I ask about his medical history. I'm
Yeah.
violating HIPAA.
No,
that's
they have to
privacy.
sign those HIPAA waivers.
There's a way around that. I think they
Yeah.
have to disclose, but you're right. I don't know how that works. I know they can't ask them. Well, I don't know what they can ask them anymore, to be honest with you. Right?
And like
I'm thinking
Jake
they
said,
have to be able to discuss it with them,
yeah, but
right?
that's-
Just like your
that is a-
eyesight.
that is a problem, man. That's
And maybe it's
percent.
I don't know. I don't know.
some kind of HIPAA waiver that you sign that says I will release my medical information to them.
Probably.
And if you don't do
Sure,
that,
yeah,
walk
right.
out of the office.
And you're not
That's
getting
probably
in. If we can't
Yeah.
see what you are, so you're not getting
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Policy also comes as processing stations have implemented new pre-screening methods and AI tools to review applicant health records. Officials said in the report that these pre-screening tools can weed out applicants earlier in the recruiting process to move faster and save resources for those who are more likely to qualify for service. In fiscal year 2025, nearly 500,000 applicants were pre-screened this way.
Wow.
500,000. That's all right. That's doing some work, right?
Yeah.
So, like we said, it's pretty much everything has to be. For those who don't know the military, everything has to be written because you have enough shithouse lawyers who go, "I never saw that in writing," and they're like,
Yeah.
Oh, now I got to go amend this whole AFI to put this one line in here because of that little shithead." So, they were probably. I think we're spot on. I think they were sending anybody they could to get numbers up.
No, I agree.
And let MEPS deal with it. They're like,
Warm body.
if they turn him down, I did
Yep.
my job. I got him there. Right.
Shipped them.
Yeah, so I think it makes sense. But it is curious why they had to do it in the first place.
So were you guys asked about your medical specifically, or did you volunteer it like on a survey form or something that you
I'm
had to
sure I
do?
volunteered
had
at that time. Yeah.
Yeah. we
I
had to
don't
get
even know.
pre-screened to
I
film
don't-
EPS.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember. I went in and got a physical from the doc at MAPS, but I don't remember my recruiter saying anything about.
Yeah.
My recruiter asked me about some stuff, and he's like, any substantial medical issues or anything like that. I remember because when I went to MEPS,
Anything like
they
that.
had to drive me from Sisters to Portland. So they had to pay for a bus for all of us
Right.
and an
And you stayed the
overnight
night up there,
hotel
right? Yeah,
and all
you stayed-
that.
yeah,
So they did
yeah.
a pre-screen before
Yeah.
they spent all that money on us.
So I don't think we had that.
But I don't know if it was to that level I'm sure the recruiter would be like, do you have asthma? Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't go in. That I think there was probably a handful of things they would ask
Yeah, I don't think it was that
before you
thorough.
even went there.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
you had to
remember.
have the whole eyesight thing to be a pilot.
Yeah,
you got-
eyesight. Yeah, absolutely. Right,
Yeah.
right. Can you
I
see?
wonder if
Can you
it's like
hear?
they'll have a thing where you're good, like when you go and donate blood, and they're like, "Hey, do you have any of these precondition or
Oh.
pre-existing conditions?"
Good point. Yeah.
And
yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
"Nope, you're good." Oh, they're like,
No,
"Okay, pre-screened."
I do have the HIV, and
So-
they're like, you can't give that. And it's like, yeah. But
You're good.
I wonder if it just got more and more out of hand that they just kept saying, well, let's see if you can get by MEPS. Because I know
Yeah.
that there are people who joined up and are like, I thought you said you had asthma. And he goes, I told them I did, and they still let me join.
Yeah,
And then I got medically disqualified for asthma. And you're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Well,
got a rating for it. 10%.
right. But I think they
Exactly.
were, especially when times were down recruiting wise.
Oh yeah, it'll all get waived eventually when we need
Everybody
bodies.
goes to MEPS. Let's see what they do, right?
Yep.
And that's just swamps them, and they're like, "Fuck, I can't go do all these, man."
Right. Just like the tattoo policies, all that crap.
Ah,
Right now,
okay.
when times are good, there's no tattoos, no visible
Right.
tattoos.
right.
We all look like hooligans. And then all of a sudden times are bad. You're like, fucking,
Yeah.
that's only a little baby neck tattoo. You're fine.
As long as it doesn't
There's
come up
nothing on
over
your-
the mandible, you're okay. Right?
Is it on your throat? And like, no, okay. You're good. From here back, you're good.
Right. Because we went through all that. We covered
We
all
did.
that, all the changes, man. That was crazy. So,
Yep,
all right.
changed every week.
This last story here. God, if I knew how to make AI videos, I would have made an AI video for this one because it's a cool thing. But just think, I'll go through it and you'll get the idea of what I got. All right. This is from Task and Purpose as well. I think it's a cool thing, but you'll probably understand where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
A field competition for Army chaplains tests spiritual mettle. Right. As U.S. forces prepare for future war with massive casualty rates, chaplains like Captain Alec Correa are training to face the most existential parts of war, the moments between life and death. Correa, a chaplain for the 2nd Battalion, 17th Field Artillery Regiment, recently competed in a training event at Camp Humphreys, South Korea, similar to best unit ministry team competitions held in the U.S. The contest put unit ministry teams of commissioned chaplains and enlisted religious affairs specialties through events ranging from field medical care to administering last rites. See where I'm going with this? Hey, see where I'm going with this?
They got to run to somebody that's like doing last rites. They're like full run.
See?
Carrying Bibles.
Exactly what
Carrying
it is.
Bibles. Last rites. Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Next one, holy water. Oh, okay. Oh no, I left it back in station 3.
I got the whole course laid out. At the end.
And carried with him is a picture of the chaplain with a cross that he's carrying. You remember? Yeah, he's carrying the
exactly.
cross.
You gotta carry the cross.
Carry the cross.
Sprint.
And if you have a tattoo, you got crucifixion screws on your arm,
All different
Oh my
stations
God,
or all
Eric.
different religions.
Eric, you're crossing the line. Oh, we don't really have a line, but
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
all right.
Good Lord, forgive me.
It's Yom Kippur. What are you gonna do? Oh no.
Well, they address that in here too. Captain Correa, ministry teams and Korean counterparts ran through training lanes that included comforting and administering last rites to soldiers near death, organizing honor walks, and even de-escalating confrontations between angry leaders when battlefield emotions ran high. Major Ryan Mills, an 8th Army chaplain, said during the hospital scenario, 3-person teams had to split up and make decisions about who did what. They had to help medics maintain calm, read last rites to expectant patients, and send notifications to families about their deceased service members. So they had to divide that up and go do that. You had to figure out as a 3-person team, where do we go and what do we do and how do we prioritize religious support?
Don't they have a
Soldiers
script for that?
Soldiers also
Checklists?
ran through shortened tactical memorial ceremonies. I never heard of that. which are designed to honor the fallen in combat, also called a fallen tactical pause. The memorials only last minutes to avoid exposure to enemy fire or overhead threats. So I guess they do that out in the field.
Wow.
Ministry teams provide religious support to all soldiers, regardless of their faith. Chaplains can offer specific prayers like the anointing of the sick to Catholic soldiers or general non-denominational prayers. If service members are not religious, chaplains can also offer more general words of comfort. If they don't want a prayer, we just have the presence that have that presence where we'd be with them, maybe hold their hand, put our arms around them, just to make sure they know our presence is felt.
You run full speed up to a dude on a stretcher, you pull the dog tags out, and you're like, Wiccan, fuck! Right, where are the candles?
Viking, another!
Where's the witch? Call the witch.
It.
Call the witch. We need the witch on site.
Correa described.
How great you. We give you this chicken and this worthy soldier.
No more voodoo. We're out of chicken.
Oh, man.
Correa described an event where a commander and a first sergeant were yelling at each other while a Korean soldier was screaming and dealing with grief after losing his friend. The chaplain's role in that scenario was to be calm amid the chaos. That would be difficult. That would be very difficult, right? So, as you've already jumped to where I was when I first started reading this, maybe I've seen too much Monty Python.
Exactly.
But this is what I would envision of this competition, right? So at the start, they got a sprint to where they give communion, right? They got people there. They got to give 5 communions, and then they got to go do the monkey bars, right? Then they got to take confession. They got to sprint to the next time, and they got to take a confession. Right. Then they got to do a low crawl. Then they get to the bingo table and they got to verify the winner of the bingo.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Do they get to serve chow at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, and they're tired and they got to
at the stuffing station. Fuck the stuffing station. No one wants to shit. So dry.
And they got to carry Tootsie Rolls at all times. They got to have Tootsie Rolls.
Oh my God.
Or Werther's Originals. I'm not sure which ones they carry.
Dude.
Then they got to hit the high wall. Then the next station is they got to administer last rites. That's a timed event.
Oh, that is.
Then the zip line down.
You don't want the guy passing before you do it. Oh, hell, he's dead already. I'm sorry.
Hurry.
No go.
Sprint. Good. Yeah, clear. I'm clear.
Yeah.
Clear.
Then after the zip line, they got to sprint and have a heartfelt conversation with a soldier who's heartbroken because a stripper girlfriend broke up with him. Right?
It's okay, buddy. She's a hoe.
It's all right.
She sat on everybody's lap like that.
There's the next army guy behind you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hey, thanks.
Oh,
Thanks. I feel
God.
better. Then he can do his last 100 yards to the end. So that's the competition.
All while carrying his Bible.
Well, he would have to carry a Bible, the
holy water.
You know, he's got to carry a bunch of books. In fact, his whole rucksack is just books.
It's a rucksack.
Quran,
religious accoutrement.
Yeah, got a big old cross in the back.
It's like cling, like rustling around here.
Well, that's what's in the ammo pouches.
Oh.
Right, you got a cross and a rosary in one ammo pouch. You got the hat.
Yarmulke.
Pull out my LB and it's got things hanging all over it. Cross.
Yep.
Beads.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know.
Holy water vial.
Holy water.
Yeah. See,
I got a stake of vampire. I'm good with
you
a stake.
tell me if I could make that AI video. You tell me that thing wouldn't go viral. That'd be awesome.
That'd be hilarious.
If I knew how to do that. But you guys went to the same place that I did, which is so
exactly.
We're all going to hell for that.
Religious obstacle course.
Yeah.
And maybe they have to run it not in uniform, but they have to run it in like the robes, you know.
You have to do wardrobe changes.
Yeah, the big triangle hat.
First 3 events are BDUs or ABUs, and then the next one is in the robe, and the next one's in something else.
The Hindu thing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
This is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
I like it. I think
Is
that'll
there
work.
like a chaplain's assistant that like assist off? Like fucking hurry up,
yeah.
set up a potluck.
That's a guy just like
Go buy the donuts.
You got to
Buy
hand
the
out
donuts.
the oranges and the bananas. It's
Orange
a 5K,
slices.
the turkey trot. Get ready.
That's so
Slicing
bad.
bananas.
So bad. Oh man.
Are we of not one mind in this podcast? God,
It's hilarious.
that would be funny. That would be hilarious. But it is straight out of Monty Python. I wish we could do it.
Yeah.
God, if we all lived close to it, we'd do it. And we'd just get out there and film it ourselves. That would be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, Eric, what do you got for unheralded history for us, brother?
Oh, I think I can come up with something. Hey, so when looking for this history, I was looking at World War II and the invasion of
11.
Normandy, right? Biggest invasion
Normandy.
of Normandy.
Right.
Biggest. And I was like, I wonder if there was an invasion prior to Normandy.
There was.
Would you like to know the biggest one?
Oh,
I would.
And it lasted all the way to Normandy?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Any ideas?
Well, it's obviously not Sicily, right?
Nope.
That was over with.
Got to go
So
back
it's
further.
got to be something in the Pacific?
Nope.
No?
Mongols.
Not sure we played the Mongols back then, but let me
Well,
give you an idea.
Market Garden was after.
Oh,
Normandy,
Market Garden
right?
was coalition too.
Yeah, but that wasn't seaborne. That wasn't a
Oh,
landing.
true. Yeah, right,
Oh.
right.
Right.
It wasn't invasion, but it wasn't
Right.
seaboard.
Right. So I really looked at this and I was like, damn, this is
Ah.
really cool.
That's good.
So
I don't know.
I think you'll get a kick out of this, man. Everybody know who General Winfield Scott was?
Yeah.
Winfield Scott
1840.
went down to Mexico City.
1847. He attacked Veracruz.
Veracruz.
It was the first major amphibious operation
Oh,
in U.S. military history and
very
a
good.
decisive
That's right. Yeah.
move in the Mexican-American War.
Mexican-American War.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He came. Oh,
Wow, nice,
Yeah.
Eric. Nice.
that's
So-
a good call.
They wanted him to go right at the city.
Yeah.
And he said, no, we're going to land at Colado Beach. So on March 9th to the 29th of March, 1847, Scott's forces landed at Colado Beach, about 3 miles south of the city, to seize the key Mexican port.
Isn't
Now,
that
because-
spring break weeks?
It was like 20 days. That's
I'm sure
a
it
good
was.
point.
Spring break.
March
I'm
9th to
sure
March
it
29th. Yeah. That's what
Original.
started it.
That's what started the tradition of spring break. Go to
Whoa.
Mexico Beach.
So March 9th, Scott lands a force of about 8,600 to 12,000 men, including regulars and volunteers. They landed under the cover of Commodore David Connor's Mosquito fleet, which landed him, who provided naval gunfire. The landing was unopposed initially, with troops establishing beachheads and artillery battery shores prior to even having any contact.
Oh, that was easy.
The siege and the bombardment, Mexican General Juan Esteban Morales commanded 3,360 defenders and 3 forts. Santiago, Concepcion, and the offshore San Juan de Ulloa. I don't know how to spell that. Say that. After repeated demands for surrender, they were ignored. Scott began a naval and land artillery bombardment, and it lasted to March 22nd.
Wow.
The shelling was intense, but also caused civilian casualties in the densely populated city.
Yeah.
And then, of course, March 28th, pressure from local leaders and foreign consuls combined with the bombardment forced Morales to resign, and his successor, General Jose Juan Landro, to capitulate. So the city fell on March 29th, and U.S. forces occupied Veracruz. That landing stood as the largest landing all the way up until the landing of Normandy.
How many did you say? 18,000? Or how many troops?
8,600,
Oh, 8,000.
between
Okay.
8,600 and 12,000 men on the high side.
Wow.
So I've got an interesting piece. As I'm reading this, I find another interesting thing that I think you'll get a kick out of. So Winfield has a couple of engineers, right? A couple of officers who are engineers, and they prep the artillery locations to bombard. Guess who was one of those guys?
Robert E. Lee.
Dude, you're the man. Robert E. Lee.
Whoa.
Yes.
Smedley
Robert E. Lee played a significant role in the Mexican-American War, where he distinguished himself as a skilled engineer and military leader, earning a promotion to a colonel.
Yeah, he was a captain at the time. I think.
At the time, yes.
Yeah.
Now, there was a lot of things thrown his way, considering how many civilians were killed. There was a lot of collateral damage. However, his placement of artillery and targets were spot on, and were huge.
He was brilliant at that stuff.
Huge at taking the city. So I thought it was cool that Winfield Scott did the first invasion, big full-time invasion, full-size invasion, and then Lee's part of it.
Yeah,
hammered him away. So
if you read Gone for Soldiers by the same guy who wrote Killer Angels, he wrote Gone for Soldiers, which is all about the Mexican-American War. He talks how Lee was a captain and was doing that stuff, and Winfield Scott saw that in him and brought him to higher glory. But it is like Captain Stonewall Jackson, and Lieutenant Grant, and all these guys were all junior officers running around together, and doing different jobs. It's fascinating. Yeah, it's really cool. It's called Gone.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's a good book.
I'll have to look at that. I thought it was interesting. I didn't know Lee was part of. I knew he was in the Mexican War, but I was not aware that he played such a significant role.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I'll send you the link on that. It's really
That's cool. That's a good one.
Good one, Eric. Good one.
All
right, fellas, we are getting much better at this. Look at the timing on this. This is great. but we pack a lot. It's a dense 45 minutes.
Dense.
Oh yeah.
Dense. It's like uranium 45 minutes. So, well, I guess that's it.
I have a question. Did you know it was Lee, or did you just take a guess? You knew it.
I did because of that book.
Okay.
Yeah, that book talks about it, and he was one of the things that they mentioned that Lee was good at was he was good at drawing like geography.
Well, he's established a number. I think there's like 31 maps that he identified and pulled up that are at some museum now.
And Winfield Scott recognized that, and he's like, "You're my surveyor too."
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh shit, okay," And he was just running around, just being a captain.
That's pretty cool.
It's but him interacting with all those other Union guys and eventual Union soldiers and Southern generals, all under Winfield Scott, was pretty cool. So I'll send you the link to that book. It's awesome. Yeah. I didn't read it. I listened to it.
I'll listen to it. I'd rather listen to it too.
Yeah, it's good. Well, good one, guys.
Right.
Let me learn how to make AI videos, because that we have too many. Because I would love to do the horses. If we could have done AI video with those horses, like, where'd you get assigned to? Arlington. Oh, dude, they're gonna kill you over there.
Dude,
you're gonna eat rocks.
You better pack on some weight before you leave, buddy. The last good hay you're gonna get for months.
Do you like gravel? Because they got a lot of that out there. They got a lot of it.
He's not going to Arlington. He's got the good team.
I saw, speaking of some of the stories we've talked about in the past with like robot dogs and all that other stuff, I saw a video of a guy who described how to hack into the robots. Yeah. He goes, I can take it over, and he was describing the transponders and all that stuff, and I can write code where it just goes to sleep.
That's cool.
Or I can turn it around and I can make it do whatever I want. But basically,
be all kinds of counter.
I can hack this robot, and I was like, "Whoa! I never even thought about that."
That's cool.
I mean, if you had like 15 robot dogs coming at you, and you're like, and then all of a sudden they just stop and then turn around and go the other way, you're like, "Oh, maybe we should have them."
It was a close one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, God,
Or the
this is
tippy tap of little feet.
yeah. They're like, stop. Ooh, they're going the other way. Good job, Hank.
Okay, take you and your computer and keep going.
Holy cow!
Good job,
It's
Wheels.
It's like Wheels, the radar detector, and the cop. What'd you use to detect speeders? Right, the
Radar.
radar, and then you had the
Radar
radar detector. So you guys would improve, then
Oh,
the
yeah.
radar detector would get better, and it was just like back and forth.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing with robots now. So
Yeah.
don't worry about the robots because we can reprogram them to be your protector in this time. All right, now we're babbling incoherently. I still can't. I'm still thinking of the Chaplain competition. So
The Chaplain competition would be good.
all right, we'll go to hell for that one. But that's
Yeah.
that's one.
Nice.
On behalf of all of us here, I'd like to thank you for listening today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let us know how we did in the comments. And make sure next week that you are not
Late for
Oh.
changeover.
We're back. Ah!
Yeah, you got it back, huh?
did.
Look
I
at
got
you.
it back.
Figured out which
Man,
button.
good to see you. Happy belated birthday, Eric. And to everyone listening and watching, thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you next week.
All right. Hey, Michelle, these are hula girls, by the way.
Who like
There you
that?
go.
Oh,
Eric, you should have worn your golf shoe.
I should
Yeah.
have.
Zoom in on your golf shoe.
Yeah,
I
those
got some really
sculptures are
cool new
nice.
shorts too, man.
Inappropriate.
Short shorts. Little silkies, Eric.
Little thong action.